Now, it was a film which earned Colin Firth an Oscar for his portrayal of King George VI. The film The King's Speech highlighted the difficulties of living with a stammer and the problems associated with trying to treat the problem.
And away, it also helped our next guest, 7-year-old Thomas's Gratoni May, after his mum, Catherine, learned about the Stammering support centre in Leeds after reading publicly about the film, or reading publicity about the film, I should say. Let's have a look at the help he gets there.
All right then, Thomas, shall we do our wobbly tongues? Let's see how you've been getting on. Okay, let's stick our tongue out as far as we can, and then down to your chin, as far as it will go. I think that tongue's getting stronger. It's really good. Thomas has been diagnosed with having a clutter, which is a similar fluency disorder to stammering.
I felt sad. It's because people are laughing at me because of my speech. When I was trying to say something, they just laugh.
Okay, shall we have another picture? Shall we have another story?
I feel really angry, and I will. The moment they laughed.
When we heard about the Stammering Support Centre opening up in Leeds, we were able to go to our local GP and ask for a referral.
Today's bird pipe.
That's really good reading.
Now, when I go back to school, I feel really, really happy.
Thomas and Catherine are here, along with Norbert Liechfeld from the British Stammering Association. Nice to see you all. Well done, Thomas. You've come a long way. What's it like for you now?
It's really good.
Are things improving all the time?
Yeah.
Tell us more of the things that you've had to do just to get the speech better, and are there more exercises you have to do all the time?
I have to do like really good exercises, and I think I have to do really hard because I'm improving every time.
You are, and it's making a big difference.
Yeah.
They're not laughing at you anymore, are they?
No.
That's fantastic. You must be very proud, Catherine, as a mum, as
definitely.
what he's achieved.
Yeah, it's just such a huge relief from where we came from and to where we are now. It's absolutely fantastic. We can't thank the team enough for all the help we've got.
It was wonderful you had that help, because not everybody gets it, do they? How did you come across this centre?
It was really thanks to the King's Speech. I read about the fact that the Stammering Support Centre was opening in Leeds, and we were in a position where we felt we weren't really getting very far with getting to the bottom of Thomas's problems, and I read about this new centre opening in Leeds and asked for a referral from the GP, and it was as simple as that, so it's been fantastic.
Norbert, sadly, we could be reading about centres closing as opposed to new centres opening. That must be a huge concern for you.
It is a huge concern. I mean, we have about 1 million children like Thomas in the country. It's about 3 per classroom, if you look at it that way. And speech therapy services are being cut. We're starting from quite a low base anyway. But certainly in the last year and a half, we find that all over the country, specialist speech language therapists are being taken out of the service, and posts not being filled, waiting times are going up. So it is a concern. We're starting from a low base and we're seeing cuts.
So what can parents do if they're concerned with their youngsters? Because quite a lot of youngsters go through a little bit of a stammering stage when they learn to speak, don't they? And it doesn't always mean there's a long-term problem.
No, I think what we do know is that 5 to 8% of children at the age of 2.5 will have a problem with fluent speech. The majority of them will recover naturally. But if you are at all concerned, what we say to parents is go and see a speech and language therapist, because they are the people who are trained to make that diagnosis, to say...
And bang the drum a bit if you're not getting the help.
Bang the drum, definitely bang the drum if you're not getting the help.
And Thomas is a shining example of the benefits of getting help.
It does make the difference between a child left to struggle and a child being able to thrive and to achieve and have friends and have a social life and have a good life, really.
Did you see the movie? Did you see The King's Speech? You haven't seen it yet? One day. It's a great movie.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to see it in a very different way from a lot of us. Well done. Nice to see you. We'll see you again later on as well. For now, thank you very much.
And Thomas and Catherine here now, along with Norbert Liegfeldt from the British Stammering Association. We're going to chat to Thomas in a moment, but I've got a sneaky feeling he's gone all shy on us, so I'm going to ask you first of all, Mum. It must be such a relief to know that he's going to school happier now.
Oh, huge difference, yeah, compared to where we've come from. It's a huge relief.
Things are happier for you, are they?
Yeah.
What sort of things do you like about school now?
I like, I get to sit near the teacher and understand
Great.
the teacher.
And you get to speak out as well amongst your
Yeah.
friends. That people were a bit mean, weren't they, laughing at you when you
Yeah.
were suffering some. What's it like now?
It's like great.
Have they understood that it's mean to laugh as well a little bit?
Yeah.
I know you're a big football fan, Man U's your team. I bet you never had a stammer, did you, when you were shouting for goals?
No.
No! I mean, that's one of the ironies, isn't it, of this situation, that often when youngsters are most under pressure and most want to be able to literally have a voice is when the problems occur.
That's right, yes, and it's those pressurised situations that make it difficult, but also at school there's so many times that a stammer can really impact on your child's learning as well. That in Thomas's case, his language processing problems that he suffers with really impact his ability to understand what the teacher says, how the speech sounds can be filtered for him within the classroom environment. That's the kind of thing he struggles with.
So you were worried and you wanted to get help. What inspired you to go and do that?
Oh, I mean, as a parent, you're just desperate to do anything that you can to help your child find their voice. You're just having a situation where your child suddenly loses the ability to speak, and in Thomas's case it was almost overnight. It was a sudden onset. It's very frightening, and you're just desperate to find the expert help to really get to the bottom of the problem.
And you're inspired by the King's Speech, want you to go and search for help. And what sort of help can you offer youngsters like Thomas?
Well, speech and language therapy does transform lives. What we can do at the British Stammering Association is we put people in touch with their local speech therapy services. They are a variable, but they're not everywhere as good as they are in Leeds, and there are cuts that we are facing at the moment. But what we would say to parents is, if you are at all concerned about your child's speech, and it's not just stammering, it's 1 million children out there, go and contact your local NHS speech therapy department. The service is out there, so use it.
How rewarding is it for you, that someone that's suffered from speech problems yourself, and the work you do with the association, to see someone like Thomas overcome the problems and keep on improving?
Well, it is amazing to watch it, really, and Thomas is a case in point. I mean, it's not taking a lot of support to help him, but it's changed his life from struggling at school to thriving and succeeding. And this will carry on, because if talking is hard, life is hard, and for him it's been transformed. And what we want to see is the same thing happen for all the 1 million children out there who need that kind of help.
Now, what would you say to, if there was a youngster that was as worried as you were before you had the help, what would you say to them?
Don't be scared about talking.
Speak up and get help. And you'd agree with that, wouldn't you?
Absolutely. I mean, the fantastic thing about the service that the Stammering Support Centre in Leeds is able to offer is that anyone in the country can pick up the phone and go and request for their child to be assessed in Leeds. No matter where you live, you can do that for free. And I'd urge any parent to just act as soon as possible. Don't wait till the child starts school. Just get them identified early. Yes.
Great stuff. Good luck. Thanks very much indeed for coming and
Thank you
talking so
very
brilliantly this morning, Thomas. Thank you.
Who's going to win the league? Manchester
United.
I was going to say City. Sorry.